So here's a fun little video that I thought I might do, something a bit different, maybe a little bit interesting. I thought I would do a sort of comparison, but maybe how things have changed over the years. The original Citizen Bullhead, 1970s, to fast forward to 2020 with the current Citizen Bullhead. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to compare the two, because even though they're the same in a sense, they're very different as well. But I'll give it my best shot. So I think I'm going to start with this guy, which I've fallen in love with, which is very sad, isn't it, for a watch? But, you know, the geeks out there will appreciate that. Well, where do we start comparing the two? Well, look, any brand that has a bullhead in the 1970s and a bullhead in 2020 is a winner, in my opinion. So they both get a tick for that. I think the other, like, apart from the aesthetic changes, the main difference is the size of the watch. So the new one is in a 45mm case. The old one's running a 37mm case. Now, I don't know, people were probably smaller back then, which I'm sure they were, and people are definitely larger now because of McDonald's. So, you know, people have bigger wrists. That's my thought anyway. So a 45mm case, even in today's market, is still a big watch. So just be wary maybe when you're looking at a watch at 45mm, it's going to be a lump. So you're going to have a minimum of a 7.5-inch wrist, otherwise it might look a bit silly. That's my humble opinion, but I'm sure it will look fine because it's a lovely watch. A couple of other things as well. So on the original, they've put the date down there at 6 o'clock and the day above the date, and I think that under-over configuration of that complication is very attractive on a watch, and it's something you don't see enough of. It would have been lovely if on the original they'd done something similar, but they have a date in the top corner there. It's a very busy dial, isn't it, on the new one? But yeah, if they had moved that over, that would have been cool. But hey ho, you know, what can you do? The other really nice thing about the original is it is a proper flyback, and it's automatic as well. So, you know, to have an automatic watch in the 70s with a functional flyback movement, I think is a real win for Citizen back then. The original is Eco Drive. Obviously, Citizen has moved on massively since the 70s, and Eco Drive is one of their main technologies and innovations. So Eco Drive movement is in 99% of the watches. And it's a fantastic movement. It's powered by any light, artificial, natural light, never needs a battery. Good as gold. No problem with that at all. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you both of the chronographs working and the difference between the two. And I'll let you decide which one you think is the best, but I'm definitely in the original camp. Right, demonstration of the original chronograph. So, again, like I hope you can hear this as well, but these pushers are tough, which is good. It's a sign of quality. So start, leave it 5 seconds because you'll get terribly bored. Stop, reset. Right, we all know that. Chronograph, classic. But flyback chronograph, start, and then a car goes around the track, you want to time it, and it flies past the start finish straight, hit that, and away it goes again. So it snaps back, or it flies back, and then it goes again. Stop, reset like normal. So that for me is just classic, and something that from a watch lover's perspective, you just fall in love with that. Little demonstration of the new one. So again, pushers are still tough, which is nice, they've kept that. So that, you know, you really hear that click, which is really solid and reassuring, and I like that. Stop, reset. Now it did fly back, so it's a flyback motion. But whereas the other one, when you start it, remember you push this button and it flew back? This one doesn't do it, and I really wish it did. So it's just start, stop, reset. It's a real shame, but hey ho, is what it is. Still doesn't take away the fact that this is still a cool and fabulous looking watch. But that's a demonstration of the two. So when we're side by side and we have the chronographs, this guy is the winner, hands down. Sorry, modern technology, but old technology wins. When you're looking at the dial, Isn't that 2-1 to Citizen? I think it might be 2-1 to Citizen. They're both Citizens. I'm such an idiot. Isn't it 2-1 to the original? I think it is. And it might be 3-1 in a minute as well, because the dial configuration, you can't escape the classic Panda dial, and that is what the original is. This is, for me, very busy. Still has its functionality, but it's a bit too busy. So I'm going to go for this guy here, which means it's 3-1. Is there any pulling back from 3-1 to the original? Maybe, who knows? As far as anything else on this watch, that's pretty much it in regards to technology, and that's all you really need from this style of watch. But then you go onto this guy and you've got a few other features as well. So obviously on this sub dial here, you have your Eco Drive power reserve, so you can see how charged your watch is. You have your date. This is a 200-meter water resistant watch, part of the ProMaster series, so it's stamped ProMaster. Very nice deployment clasp on here. It's limited edition, so it has a little bit more, a little bit more about it in that sense. It probably won't focus because it's a really tough, it's not great lights, you can't see it, but it will be numbered and stuff on there. Very nice domed sapphire on there as well, which you do get actually on the original is domed, so they've kept that as well, which is quite nice. You have a little alarm which is adjustable down here, so you pull the crown out and then you can adjust that hand there. So where are we now? Let's say we're going to 9 o'clock. You put it in from there, and then to demonstrate the alarm, let's just adjust the time to 9 o'clock, and hopefully it'll go off. Push that to on. There we go. That's the alarm, and then off it goes. Good job. Yeah, pretty much it. Very good indeed. Both good looking watches. But my winner definitely is the original. Sorry everyone that wanted this one, but hey ho, this is the two side by side.